Welcome to the second episode of TechBuzzed After Hours, where we just go off unedited, and that's the easiest way to put it.
You want to know what pisses me off?
I wasn't finished my intro.
I don't give a fuck.
Me off.
Lone Star Clash 2, hire a goddamn new sound guy. Because
Okay.
right now there's been a buzz in your stream all day. I don't care. I'm probably peaking right now like crazy. It's probably making Ryan angry. But my God, I'm trying to watch some StarCraft, and you've got a freaking buzz in the background. Fuck you.
So, women, children, pregnant people
all over the
all
world.
over the world.
The love train.
Stop listening because you probably just heard why you shouldn't listen to this anymore.
If you're on your period, don't listen.
Yeah, that one's for you, Aaron O.
Yeah. She had to explain to us what menstrual cycles were.
And
what the
we
clitoris
just
was.
lost half of our listeners.
Apparently,
I don't know what the
last time
clitoris
when we
is.
gave the disclaimer for After Hours, when I said not for those on their menstrual cycles, people took that to interpret that, well, girls are always on their menstrual cycles because it's a cycle.
and she should be more understanding of what we actually meant.
Aaron, when we said that, it was like 3 a.m. and we were drunk off our balls.
I'm gonna punch you in your menstrual cycle, Aaron.
Wait a minute. Wait, what? Is that
I'm gonna
even
punch
possible?
Aaron in her menstrual cycle.
So, yeah, now we're just not going to put a disclaimer on it anymore.
Yep.
You're just going to get what you get.
And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
That's not very nice.
Oh my god.
Well, this is starting off well. Yeah, it's what were we even talking about?
We're
tonight?
gonna actually gonna talk about some of our favorites of the week, and we're gonna start out with Ryan Spletzer with his movie pick of the week.
So I saw Skyfall,
Ooh,
and it was really good.
really?
Yeah, it was really good. It was like, it had all the best parts about the last two James Bond movies, like, which are more hardcore and broke off from like
Yeah.
the ones before it, but it brought back some of the more classic and like wittier parts of the earlier James Bond
series,
movies.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig had a lot better lines in this movie. I feel like the stuff they wrote for him was much better than in the previous two, where he's just kind of more serious and kind of like almost more silent, just kind of this guy that just like goes around and takes care of shit. Like now he's kind of like the witty like James Bond that you remember.
That's
you know?
kind of I haven't seen it yet. My dad and my brother saw it this week, and that's kind of what I heard about it. That it was pretty good. I hear there's a really uncomfortable gay scene in it.
No, I mean like it's not like
I hear it's pretty uncomfortable.
there's no gay sex scene or anything. It's just like
No, but I hear there's a really uncomfortable scene.
I mean, I don't want. I'm trying not to. Give
no,
much
but yeah,
away,
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But
the most it involves is another dude touching another dude's leg, and that's it.
really, because that's not. I mean, I heard more than that, but I could be wrong.
I mean, no,
I heard it was pretty uncomfortable.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe they didn't give
who'd
off
your
like an
dad
uncomfortable
go with?
vibe. My brother.
no, they gave off
That's
a pretty.
why.
They gave
That's
off
true.
a pretty
That's
uncomfortable vibe.
Oh, I mean, like, but the vibe could have been uncomfortable.
The vibe
I
was
think
like
Aaron.
Like, sure, like he was touching him on the leg, but they could have been like looking at each other longingly in the eye.
What
And
if
I'm not
what
gonna
if that's what
say-
Aaron was doing with your dad?
I doubt that was happening.
was
Don't
just-
even bring that up. That makes me
He was
me
just-
uncomfortable.
Running a hand
Stop
off
it!
his leg?
Stranger danger.
That would have been cute.
I don't want to give anything else away, but
It was uncomfortable.
one
I'm really
person
excited
put
to
a
see
hand
this
on another
movie.
person's leg, and that was it.
But
It was very good.
was good.
And it was like all the best hardcore parts about the new ones, plus like the wittier parts of the
not
old James
hardcore
Bond
gay
movies.
sex.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Okay.
minute. Actually, keep going. Sorry, I just saw something on my Twitter timeline.
Was that what I typed?
Yeah, what you tweeted.
Yeah. Well, Aaron
I thought we
Marge,
met her before
We have
at not at Backstreet at
7 O'Brien.
at Sevens.
Yeah.
She was part of that crew. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, which she came up for my birthday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I tweeted
yeah.
at Aaron.
Just now.
Yeah.
Did she respond?
No.
Oh, she might. Anyways.
Oh, she will. Because I told her I'm gonna punch her in a weird place.
So, to cap off Skyfall, all the best hardcore parts about the latest James Bond movies, plus the wittier parts about the earlier ones, plus like elements of Mission Impossible and
Ooh.
The Bourne Identity.
Ooh, that
like,
sounds good.
Okay.
Oh,
Side
careful.
note. Side
Wipe
note.
your pants off.
Did you see the preview for Tom Cruise's next movie?
What's the name of it? Because
I don't
think
even
have.
know. I just
It's where
saw like
he's-
half
all,
of it.
all I saw the preview, but he's just like fighting a bunch of people in
Yeah.
the street. That's all it was.
I saw it and
I-
just like, my God, Tom Cruise, I'm sorry.
Streamed a new
Was it
low.
called World War Z? Or am I thinking?
No,
of a
no,
different
no,
thing?
no. That's Brad Pitt's new movie.
Oh,
And
that's
that
Brad
movie's gonna
Pitt.
be sick as. That's gonna be dope.
There's a new game called War Z.
Yeah.
Have you
but
seen the streams for that?
That's no. It's not War Z. It's no. Maybe it is War Z. It can't be because they wouldn't be able to make a game based on it.
No, it's like Daisy, but
Yeah. I know. War Z is like.
we have gotten completely off track here.
Okay.
Back
that's
to
what After Hours-
Skyfall.
Yeah. Back
I mean-
to Skyfall. Anything else to add?
Nothing else to add except go see it
Go
because
see
you'll
it.
enjoy it.
Because
And
I'm gonna go see it.
really,
now.
I don't want to say anything else about it because I'll be giving too much away. Because some of the best parts of this movie are the surprises in it, for like about James Bond like lore and backstory,
Oh.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything else.
Sweet.
It's really cool though. It's really well done. I like it. One other thing about the movies I've seen, not seen, but I just downloaded Children of Men. I'm going to watch it, and I'm really excited. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
What?
It's just like this sci-fi movie where people can't procreate anymore.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Dang, son.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking
That
about
sucks balls.
from?
Yeah.
But they can still have sex.
I mean, yeah.
What's the
but
name
they
of it
can't-
again? It was
no more babies, though.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
I'm okay with that.
This is bothering
Children
me.
of Men.
Children of Men. I have that movie, and it was.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, I kind of laughed when I watched that movie, but yeah.
I downloaded it entirely based off of one of my friends on Twitter that was just like, holy crap, Children of Men was good.
Yeah.
And then I downloaded it. I was like, okay. But the key word there was he said it was a great sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And I'm always on the lookout for another great sci-fi movie.
They're so
to
hard
do.
to find, and it makes me sad.
It is hard to find because
Yeah. Can you grab me another Coors? Because I'm gonna
So,
drink
yeah.
here.
So someone intro Lucas. Ryan intro Lucas to his movie.
Lucas, what movies have you seen lately? / what movies are you excited about?
I saw one movie last night, and all I want to say is, Argo, fuck yourself. Because that's actually a line that's kind of prominent in the end of the movie. But yeah, I went and saw Argo, the movie directed by Ben Affleck.
Starring Ben Affleck.
Or was it directed or?
Yeah, no,
Might have
both.
been.
Okay.
It was
Both.
directed. Okay. Was it
Directed
written
and
by him?
starring.
Yeah, he was
Possibly written.
he was starring in it, but yeah, and he partially wrote it, but it's based off a true story about the entire Iran hostage situation back in the 90s. No,
70s.
it's hell. This was
Yeah,
during
it's earlier
Carter.
than
This
that.
is
Yeah.
yeah. This was 79 and 80.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good movie. I just had a little bit too high of expectations for it. I'll be honest, and that kind of ruined it for me. But yeah, it was fun. I went with my girlfriend, and she really loved it. Actually, like she thought it was a great movie, and she doesn't like the. As she said, this is a direct quote here. I normally don't like these kind of movies, but this was a lot of. I really like this movie, and I was just like, wow, okay, and yeah. So it's if that's anything to go by, but yeah, I thought it was a great movie, and my description to Nick as I was walking in was, this is a movie designed for winning Oscars, which normally doesn't sell me because I'm more of the terrible movie fan. Like I enjoyed
Piranha 3D.
Piranha. Okay, I did enjoy
That movie
that
was pretty
somewhat.
cool.
But I'm thinking of the first G.I. Joe
Oh.
movie. I love that movie. That was hilarious. It made my day when I watched that movie. So yeah, it's a good movie. I would recommend going out and seeing it, paying the $6 to $12 it costs to go to a movie theater and watch it. It's entertainment.
I do want to see that one.
It's well worth it. And,
Yeah.
and not to mention it kind of tickled my history.
Your pickle?
My history pickle. Because just it's more interesting because it's based off a true story. But yeah, I go see it. It's fun.
So we've got two good movies here, and I'm about to bring you a big steaming pile of shit. I saw The Watch, featuring Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn,
was
what's his name? 08, and that fat guy
Richard Ayoade.
He's not
Richard
fat
Ayoade,
anymore.
and that fat guy turned skinny guy who was in Superbad.
Jonah.
And no one cares about him because he's skinny
Jonah
now.
Hill.
Yeah, don't even care about his name because he's skinny now.
Hey, he was hilarious in
That movie
with,
was
the hot
apparently
guy.
about like this neighborhood watch that was formed and they were hunting aliens or some shit. It was terrible. Don't go see it. That's all I have to say about it. There's nothing else I can say about it. It was shit. That's it.
Wow. Okay.
That's really sad because
It was not good.
I was hopeful with that.
I was actually like the trailer was okay.
The trailer's pretty
And
funny.
I'm
I
a
love
big IT crowd fan.
Yes, I love Richard Ayoade.
Yeah.
I love him. He's great. And his character was actually pretty funny in the show or in the movie, but the
Yeah.
movie was junk. Ben Stiller played a pussy. What else is new? Vince Vaughn played a douche. What else is new? And Jonah Hill played a person who couldn't fit anywhere. What else is new? Hey, someone casted these parts correctly. No, that movie was garbage. Don't watch it. We're gonna talk about TV now because I'm sick right now. I have grossness in my mouth
I have
because
some
of that
good
movie.
TV.
Diarrhea.
Ryan, we're jumping to you.
I have been marathoning Parks and Rec. Pickles.
I want those pickles.
Pickles are we're talking about pickles. I've been marathoning Parks and Rec.
Amazing show.
I've been following this on
And
Twitter. It's been
as of
hilarious.
like
It
last
has
night,
been really funny.
as of last night, I got through season 4. So basically, I'm caught up in terms of seasons that are done, and I'm on like this season now, like the current season to get caught up on. And let me say, this show, Parks and Rec, is everything I wished The Office would have been, like
Thank
from
you.
like season 4
Thank you.
on, because The Office like is on its last season now, but honestly, The Office's last season should have been 2 seasons ago,
Yes.
if not sooner. And Parks and Rec is ending this year, which is really sad, but at the same time, kind of
Really?
like-
They're ending this year?
I thought I heard that it was
Yeah.
over this year.
Wow.
With 5 seasons.
What is
they're ending.
NBC going to replace?
That's
with,
the thing. NBC is totally
Nothing.
screwed.
like,
NBC
'cause,
used to have great programming.
like literally Community will be dead. You'll have Parks and Rec is dead, and
30
which
Rock
Community
is
didn't-
done.
No, Community's coming out with another season.
No.
No,
What?
I thought they were dead.
You're kidding me.
They got another season.
How?
They delayed it. They've been planning another season. They delayed it.
Really? I thought
Yes.
they got delayed because they're only getting half a season.
Well, half a season, whole season. They're getting another season.
I thought Community was done.
You know what? You know what? Fuck NBC.
Hey, now. Yeah. I
They
agree.
didn't make Steve Carell's contract good enough, so he dropped.
Right.
They dropped Community twice now.
Right.
Parks and Rec. Oh shit! 30 Rock went down the shitter. Fuck. NBC.
And they're replacing it all with these shitty
They're turning into
sitcoms.
Fox. They're turning into Fox.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what?
I miss
It's-
Bob's Burgers tonight.
Hey, Bob's Burgers is a good show. That's the only good show on Fox anymore. Simpsons is shit.
Yeah.
But here's the question: what is Modern Family on it? Are they NBC?
I thought they were ABC.
Okay, Modern Family is the only thing ABC has going for them anymore. Modern Family. If you've ever watched Arrested Development, watch Modern Family because it's the closest you're gonna get. It's the closest you're gonna get.
That actually makes me more intrigued about Modern Family now. I've never been one to like look into that
Watch
show.
it. I love it.
It's a good show.
I absolutely love it.
I didn't think
And
I'd like it, and I really love it.
I
It's a good show.
For a long time, when The Office, Parks and Rec, 30 Rock, Community were all in their prime, I was an NBC fanboy. And now they just took a big steaming dump on my chest. Just Cleveland steamered me.
NBC, I feel like, never really knows what they have in their hands, like in terms of great shows.
And you know what's hilarious about that is like 30 Rock made that point so many times,
Right.
and they still make that point.
Yeah.
And it's like
as a storyline in the show.
And
Yeah.
NBC is so oblivious.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what?
I think
where is this coming
I think we're
from?
missing the bigger picture here. The reason why they're so oblivious is because they're owned by a certain company named Comcast, who is probably the most idiotic, oblivious company
okay.
in America. Yeah.
Goddamn.
That's true.
They took our shoes.
Took our shoes.
What?
They took our shoes.
No. No, it's I don't know what to say about that. I'm really hoping that Fox has gotten better though. I feel like
I mean, the only
I
good
like
show
the new
on
girl.
Fox is I like the new girl because I want to do Zoe
Deschanel.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason.
I
like
watched
New Girl.
one episode of New Girl, like the first episode, and I decided I did not want to watch.
I just want to
More.
do Zoe.
I don't know why, but
It doesn't. Really.
I mean for real.
I find them interesting. Like they've got some pretty decent. I don't know. It makes me laugh every once in a while. But yeah, I don't know. It's Nick, get off Reddit.
We're posting pictures back and forth to each other on Twitter.
You should follow us on Twitter at Nick Smock, Nick underscore Smock, at Ryan Spletzer, and at Depressed Was Cool, because I say a lot of stupid things that you'll probably block me for,
I
but
think
then
we all do.
And at TechBuzzed.
Nick and Ryan are
course.
somewhat interesting, but TechBuzzed is very laid back and awesome, and you should follow them.
So, Lucas, what TV shows have you been watching lately?
To be honest, I am just watching like Sons of Anarchy and Walking Dead.
Both great shows.
Don't
spoil anything because I'm
not going to spoil anything.
Okay.
It's
I just wanted to make sure because
holy
I'm
shit.
not caught up.
The Walking Dead latest episode.
Oh God!
Awesome. But the next show that I want to try, I'm thinking about trying to get into is Justified on FX.
I've heard that's pretty good.
I've heard it's really good, but it
probably won't get renewed though. That's a problem.
I think it might. That's the beauty about cable networks, though, is that they can get by with more niche shows, which are, to be honest, more interesting and not so goddamn generalized and dumbed down, like what a lot of the main networks have done. But yeah, it's Sons of Anarchy. It was this episode. I'm trying to think. I think it might have just been kind of a filler episode leading up to more things to come.
Yeah,
but,
I've seen part of it, and I could agree with that.
But the Walking Dead episode was really good.
Don't spoil it.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the future, though, because they've had some things been happening that are, it's interesting.
I need to get caught up on Walking Dead really bad.
Same here. Well, you're probably farther behind than I am. I'm like 2 weeks back.
I should just log in on your Boxy on Amazon and just be like, hey, Ryan, check it all out, because I own all the episodes on Amazon. Because that's what I've been doing is I apply to the season pass because Charter told me it was going to be $40 a month to get cable. So instead, I pay for $284 a week for my Walking Dead episode in HD.
Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah, I could torrent, but I feel bad when I torrent, so I don't.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's that.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, that brings me to a point real quick. I don't feel bad when I torrent a show that's been on one of the channels that have been broadcast over the air.
Okay,
that's
the only thing I do. That's the only thing I do.
If it was broadcast over ABC or NBC, Fox or CBS, over the air for free.
If you had a computer plugged into it, you could save it.
I have no qualms doing that.
Now here's my thing. I torrent all the shows that I torrent are broadcast over the air. Yeah. Even we pay for a lot of networks. We have like full HD channels, everything like that. Yeah. However, my parents record a fuckload of shows on their DVR. And I am never I don't get the privilege to record shows on our DVR.
Right.
So I just torrent them instead. Yeah. Because I could record them if my parents weren't downloading Swamp People every fucking day of the week.
So they're the people, all those Charter commercials or whatever commercials are on TV where they have the scary DVRs full.
See, that's the thing, they're not, but they are always recording shows when I want to watch shows. Oh, yeah. So I'm just I just torrent them because we pay for them already. What's the problem?
What's the difference?
I pay for them already, so what's the problem with me downloading them? I can't record them. I'm not home ever unless it's like 2 a.m.
Right.
So I just torrent them otherwise. I mean, my parents DVR fucking everything.
Why not?
But yeah, that's exactly
Hell,
why.
PBS is doing
Yeah.
a documentary on pillows. DVR.
DVR it.
DVR. Shit. We're showing someone how to make glass bottles. DVR. I'm like, man, I just want to watch my shows.
But that's the thing is, like, what you guys are saying, that's why I just get the stuff off Amazon, because it's a little bit high priced.
But really, it's
But at the
not,
same
because if
time,
you're only
it's not
watching
bad.
a couple shows,
Yeah.
it's not that high of a
Like,
price.
right now I'm paying less than $6 a week for
Right.
2 really
Right.
good shows that I want to
Yeah.
support, and like I'm
But
perfectly
see-
fine with paying for it.
But see, in a sense, like, I have
You've already paid for
I've
it, yeah.
paid for the opportunity to watch
Yeah.
these shows. I just don't have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So really, in all actuality, I am doing nothing illegal.
And really, what should happen is to be on par with like where you're getting it from, which is like, you know, BitTorrenting it.
Right.
If you're a subscriber, HBO should allow you the opportunity to log in and download it.
Which you know what they do?
Just no,
HBO Go.
No. I'm not talking about Go. I'm talking about the same opportunity you get with a BitTorrent.
Okay.
client. Like
okay.
getting
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say
actual file.
because HBO Go is junk.
Oh, it is junk.
It's
yeah.
awful. I don't know if you ever used it, but it's junk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump onto the TV shows I've been watching.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching a couple. I've actually, I am subscribed to. If you're on Reddit and you have Netflix, subscribe to this subreddit. If you have the instant Netflix, it's called Netflix Best Of, and it is a subreddit devoted to promoting shows and movies on Netflix Instant. And I have found a few amazing shows that were canceled way too early. And it just so happens that both of these shows that I'm about to talk about star 2 of the main characters or main stars of Arrested Development, which is my favorite television show of all time. And they both have David Cross, who plays Tobias Funke.
Okay, so one of these shows is The Unfortunate
Tales of Todd Margaret.
Tales of Todd Margaret.
Which is an amazing show.
Really good show.
That stars Tobias Funke as the main character, Todd Margaret, and then Will Arnett plays his boss, which I couldn't tell you. It's like Ben Wilt, I think is the boss's name.
Great show.
And then the other show that I also just finished watching was Running Wild, which stars Will Arnett as the main character, who is the son of an oil mogul, and Tobias Funke, that's the Arrested Development character. David Cross plays the fiance of Will Arnett's love, like a secret lover. And they're both just amazing, hilarious shows, and it really goes for that like This is why Arrested Development got canceled. There's absolutely no reason, because these are amazing shows and they're hilarious.
Right.
And like the network is just like tired of their shit, I guess. And both of those shows are just hilarious and they're awesome. And if you have Netflix Instant, just check them out because they're so funny. And I've also been watching the In-Betweeners, the UK version. If you watch the US version, just stop listening right now because I'm about to rage about
Don't
that
stop listening.
bullshit.
Please keep listening.
Okay, so the
We love
In-Betweeners,
you.
the In-Betweeners was a United Kingdom based show about some like nerdy kids in high school that tried to fit in and stuff, and they ended up making a movie too. But they only had one season. Maybe two. But regardless, MTV decided to be MTV and pick up this show from the UK. And I watched the first episode because I was told it was funny, thinking it'll be different than the UK
And it
version.
made you want to cry.
It is word for word the same as the UK version.
Are you
I'm not
kidding
even
me?
joking. Every scene is exactly the same.
Is it? Is it as good as? the
No,
UK?
no. Because they're using like preteen douchey actors that MTV would cast.
fuck you,
Like,
MTV.
like I watched
Seriously?
I watched the first 2 episodes because someone, I'm not gonna say who, said, "Hey, watch this. It's funny." And I was like, "I've seen the UK version and it was funny. I'm afraid MTV isn't going to be the same." And they're like, "Just trust me, it's funny." I watched it, and then I was like, "This is like line for line the same exact episode as the first episode of the UK version, but the actors are shit." And the best thing about the UK version is their laws on censorship are a little more lax.
Right.
So like there are some scenes that are cut out in the version on MTV that make the show hilarious and fit together better.
Right.
And then MTV like puts it together and all they do is just cut out those scenes. And it's just like,
That's so
where the
lazy.
fuck did this come from?
That's lazy.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And so don't watch that shit on MTV. Watch the UK
It
version
makes me
on
think:
Netflix.
has MTV ever made like a good show?
I'm
ever?
gonna get raged on this, but I loved My Life as Liz. I thought that shit was hilarious.
I will say I never like hated that show, but I just never really watched it.
I love
much
that show
at the same time.
And I'm gonna get hated on for that, but I loved it. I don't even care.
If I could find a way to hurt MTV, I would.
I'd burn their building down.
Wait, I have a question about Liz. Was she actually a real person?
Yeah.
Named Liz?
Well, like,
Because she has her own Twitter account and stuff. That
oh,
she
for
actually,
real?
Yeah.
Then I doubt it. I doubt she's real.
No. I think she's actually a real person.
Well, regardless,
Hey, MTV2.
we're gonna talk about music now.
Yeah. No, this is actually a great transition because does MTV2 still have the Headbangers Ball?
Like at 3 a.m.
Fuck you, MTV2.
Oh, you
really
peaked.
piss me off.
You
I don't
peaked
even care
hard.
that I peaked right there.
Peaked.
That
Peaked.
pisses me off because you know what? You cannot find any kind of hard or heavy
Fuse.
rock.
Fuse, you gotta
Okay,
pay for it.
I'm gonna get Fuse. Oh, what is that? In the 200 range of cable channels? Great.
154 on
Oh
my
yeah,
network.
Something that I will never be able to get because guess what? Hey, Charter, go fuck yourself too.
All I
because that
know
would be a
is
$70 a month.
I
plan.
love Fuse at like 1 o'clock in the morning because they do dance off pants off dance off, and you just see girls in their thongs and bras, and it's cool.
I don't even
so
care about
cool.
that. I just care about how much that I hate you, MTV2, for killing all this.
Whoa! Liz does have an official Twitter account.
that's actually her. That's her.
So
That's like the girl.
So maybe that's about her life.
I
Maybe
think it
she's
would-
just fucking awkward as shit, and they just made a show about her.
I mean, the show was not
Wait, so they can make
I
a
want
show
to follow
about
her.
me?
Can
No,
you?
no.
What's her Twitter account?
My Life as Liz _Liz.
Really?
No,
that is
my
one
like,
of the worst.
Like
Twitter handles
twitter.com
ever.
/mylifeasliz.
Oh, got it. Her name's
_Liz.
Liz Lee. I'm following her because she was pretty cute.
You know
and-
what? I just followed her, in the main reason
'Cause
I
she's
just
cute?
followed her. Well, yeah, but the main reason I just followed her is because she tweeted a tweet on November 10th that said, "Your city's a sucker, my city's a creep," which is a line from an LCD Sound System song.
Ah, yes.
So that works the way to my heart. So
and
I'm-
her Tumblr account is manilovestarwars.tumblr.com.
that's pretty awesome.
And she's cute.
Yes.
Okay. Music, Ryan. What have you been listening to lately?
Speaking of Your City's a Sucker, I bought LCD Sound System, broken up band now, but they did this thing.
Which is, I'm gonna break you off here. Which is really terrible.
That's one of the saddest things I think
Yes.
that's ever happened
Yes.
in my entire lifetime. Is the breakup of LCD Sound System. But in any case, their last show, their Madison Square Garden shows, I guess, plural, they recorded the very last one, and they put it on DVD or / Blu-ray, and they also recorded a documentary to go with it. And I bought it, and it's sitting on my shelf
I
over
saw
there.
that over there earlier.
And I've watched the documentary. I haven't watched the actual concert yet, just because I haven't gotten to it yet. But the documentary was amazing. So I've been listening to a lot of them lately, and a few of their albums. But also I've been listening to a lot of CSS, which is just kind of random. But also a lot of people from the Drive soundtrack, because that movie's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's music for me, I guess.
Yeah, and it's, to be honest, my music no one will like or agree with on here, but I've been listening to God, what have I been listening to this week? I honestly don't even remember. The last CD I bought, though, was Linkin Park CD, and I really didn't even like that CD. I just bought it out of principle. Because I went and saw them with, it was Linkin Park, Mute Math, and,
You bought the new,
what's the name of,
CD.
Oh, I did buy the new Muse CD.
Oh, you
that
did?
CD is really good.
That's
I
a good
really
album.
like it.
I
I
like
love
it,
that
yeah.
album. Like that's one of the bands that I'm surprised that I like actually. And but yeah, it's a really entertaining album. I listened to it and put it in the background. It's a lot of fun. But back to what I'm thinking here. What is that band that Kent is totally boners for?
Oh, shoot. Why am I blanking?
Their singer.
In this moment?
No,
No. Shoot.
it's an all guy band. They've got their singer's a. Don't they have a? I think they have a.
Incubus.
Yeah, Incubus.
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
It
Yeah.
was Mute Math, Incubus, and Linkin Park. Really good concert. Incubus, they put on an awesome show. They're not as good inside as they are outside. Like, if you see them, make sure you see them in an exterior event because they're a lot better out there. But yeah, it's I don't know quite now how I got here, but yeah, it's they're a lot of fun to go see. I need to go see more concerts because I don't have any time. But yeah. Oh. Actually, this brings me around to Nick. Remember that show we went to at Hamilton Street with
Wilson.
Wilson? That is a fun band to see in concert.
They are. They really are.
Like whenever I listen to Back in Black or hear Back in Black on the radio from AC/DC, I just think of the Wilson cover of it, and it's awesome and hilarious, and how he like jumped at me and I was scared. But yeah, they're a great band, a lot of fun. It's I'd recommend going and seeing them because they put on a good show, even if you don't like that style of music.
I agree because I'm really not a fan of that style of music. But
exactly.
They put on an awesome show.
They're a really heavy rock band, but they just put on a good show and they're a lot of fun. But yeah, on Nick, what have you been listening to?
I have been listening to two main bands lately, and one of them is XXYYXX, and I've been thinking about how I'm going to describe them because I don't know how. But the best way to describe them is it's hot chip without words. It's just like It's like trip hop electronica, just like really chill beats.
That's actually really appealing.
And they're
I love
really
Hot Chip.
awesome. They're really awesome. It's more chill than Hot Chip. Like it's just really chill music. But I've also like always been listening to a lot of the Mountain Goats. I love like they're folk rock, but I love their style. Like they just put out a new single or a new EP, two track EP, and it like they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
And they're old, and I hate to say this, but they're old.
I remember-
they've just been like putting out better and better tracks.
I
Like,
remember listening to them in your car like a while
Yeah.
back this summer, I think.
they put out a album. Let me see when they put this out. Transcendental Youth just came out on the beginning of October, and their song "Cry for Judas," which was the single on that album, is amazing. I absolutely love it, and it's stuck in my head every day. So if you're a fan of folk rock, the Mountain Goats are the way to go. I really love them. But I think we're going to talk about some books if you've been reading books lately,
Books?
Ryan.
Actually, I want to say one thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Completely off topic and random. Amazon, build an app for Windows 8, please,
Oh,
so I can spend my money.
Like Kindle.
No, there is a Kindle app. I mean,
Oh.
like, just do any of you guys have the Amazon shopping app on Android?
Yeah.
I mean, I just have the Amazon app.
Yeah, that's
That's
shopping
what it
app.
is.
Yeah.
Like I want that on Windows 8 because Newegg has an app on Windows 8 and it's nice just kind of glance into and check it out and whatever. But yeah, please build an app because I will spend all my money on you. So that's all. But Nick, keep going.
Ryan, books. You've been reading a book lately.
I've been reading. I just finished a book about web design, Smashing Book number 3.
Ooh, I envy you for owning
which
that.
which was very good, a very good book. Covered a range of topics about web design, and I'm basically just a very big fan of Smash and Mag in general, and
Yes.
their kind of outlook on how web design, the state of web design, and like what we should be doing right now in term as web designers. And So there's that plus Smashing Book 3 1/3,
Yep.
which is like in addition to that book, another book that they came out with even more topics that I'm reading right now. So that's what I've been reading.
If you're a designer of any kind, smashingmagazine.com, just check it out. It's a great resource.
So yeah, just web design stuff, responsive design, designing with a purpose, all sorts of topics.
And if you're a web designer, read this book because it will make you a better web designer.
Oh, yeah. I totally agree.
It tells you how to design things, essentially.
Yeah.
Lucas, you been reading any books lately?
To be honest, not really. It's my last book was a book about I need to find out what book this was called so Nick actually go.
Sure.
Because it's a really good book.
I actually reread a book that I read 2 years ago. It was a Pulitzer Prize winner in 2008. And it is The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz. And it's a semi-biographical story about semi-autobiographical story that talks about the life of a small nerdy Dominican boy in a Dominican barrio in New York. And it just kind of goes through his life as a kid and how he was kind of an outcast, and then he gets into his teens and he starts, developing this feeling for girls and stuff like that. It's a really good narrative. I definitely recommend it to anyone who's looking for a good book to read. I've read it 3 times now, and it's an amazing book. So, The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, WAO, by Junot Diaz, JUNOTDIAZ. It's an excellent book.
All right, and then that leads into my book of the week. Which I say book of the week. This isn't book of the week. It's just a book I've been reading. But yeah, it's a book I read actually. Oh God, I bought something on Amazon. Okay. I read. This is a book I read part way. It's called "Go Like Hell: Ford, Ferrari, and Their Battle for Speed at Glory and Glory at Le Mans." I love Jalopnik. It's one of my favorite websites. I read them every day, and they recommended this book for me. It's basically a book about the story of when Ford, back in the late 1960s, they tried to buy Ferrari, but Enzo was just like, hey, fuck you guys. I'm not selling. And so then they just hired a bunch of nerds and built the Ford GT and then beat Ferrari at Le Mans as a big fuck you. And Carroll Shelby was one of these nerds that they brought in, and it's basically the story of both Enzo Ferrari, and he had a shitty life, to be honest. His kid died really young, but it's the story of Enzo Ferrari and Carroll Shelby and how they made built the Ford GT and how they beat Ferrari at Le Mans. And I honestly don't even know the year off the top of my head, but it's a pretty interesting book if you're into that kind of thing. I love it. I honestly, though, I'm a terrible reader, so I got about halfway through the book and then I started playing video games and failed at it. But yeah, it's a good book. I'd really recommend it. It's I bought it off Amazon. Right now it's $10.17, but yeah, it's worth getting. I think it's a good book.
All right.
But yeah, that's what I've got for right now.
How about some apps or software?
Apps or software?
Yeah. Got any Android apps? Maybe some software you're using
I've not
lately?
downloaded any very new Android apps lately.
Maybe some software on your computer?
I've got a video game.
Ooh.
That also works. Games,
That works.
maybe?
Yeah, we have. I forgot to mention games. So
let's talk about games,
Let's
because
talk about
I have a
games real
game
quick.
that I didn't reference last week because it got really late. I have a game that
I'm gonna
I'd like
get
to
through my
talk
game
about.
real quick. I've still been playing Dead Space, and that's it. So you heard last After Hours.
Yep.
So.
Is it the
yeah.
first
Yeah.
one?
Yep, first one.
I fell asleep in the last After Hours, so
Yeah, I've been playing Dead Space, and it's really scary. I pee my pants all the time when I'm playing that game. So
understandable.
no, good game though. Yeah, I think. Oh, I'll mention real quick on the docket for me to play though is a Game Boy game, Link's Awakening.
Oh,
I've never played that game.
that game's
and,
awesome.
And I actually went out this was a couple months ago. I went out and bought a Super Game Boy for my Super Nintendo just so I could play Link's Awakening on my TV through my Super Nintendo. So at some point, I'm going to get to that, and I'm going to be in retro land for a little while, and I'm going to be just super happy.
In heaven, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's my games real quick.
Lucas.
My game is I've been playing I got Halo 4 on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. You
It
talk
is-
about this for a while.
It is a lot of fun.
I'm gonna step out for a second.
I will
Talk
be
about this for
honest.
a while.
I really like this game. Everyone's kind of freaking out right now. Like, oh my God, 343. It's not Bungie anymore.
343 is an excellent game studio.
343.
So back off.
Microsoft did right. They brought in a lot of really talented people. There's a lot of people from the MGS games and just a couple of really well-known games. And they did a dang good job. I am surprised, to be honest. The single player, it's got a lot of story in it. It's got a lot of the story into it. And if you are a hardcore Halo fan, you'll understand it all. If not, there are plenty of guides online to find out more and understand the entire Halo universe. The entire Halo universe. So it's really interesting. I love the Halo universe. I find it just awesome. Like, cause it's one of those universes where you can just get sucked into all the lore, all the different races, what's going on, and like with this, Cortana's going crazy, and just the voice acting is really good. John, you start to see an actual human side to Master Chief, which is John 117.
But then you never see his face.
You
Spoiler
never see his
alert!
face. Yes.
In the game, you never get to see his face.
No,
Which is bullshit.
Actually,
it's not bullshit. That's what it's always
bullshit.
been.
I'm kind of happy with it, I think.
And also, go and watch Forward Unto Dawn. It is a really good web series that Microsoft made. It is like the Halo movie they will never make because they hate you. But yeah, it's you know, they threw $20 million at these guys and they made this little live action web short, and each episode's probably around 20 minutes long. I think they've got 5 episodes. They're really good. It's more drama-y. There's not a ton of action, but in the end there's some good action, and it's a really good show. It's a really good series. I would recommend seeing it.
It really is.
And it leads into Halo 4 actually very well, because the ship that the main character of the Forward Unto Dawn series, it's Lasky. I cannot think of his first name right now, but anyway, in the Forward Unto Dawn series, he is a recruit basically for the UNSC, and his last name's Lasky, and it's just he's one of the commanders on the new ship that they show as the main part of Halo 4. But anyway, it's really interesting. They break into a whole new story. They bring in new weapons, new characters, just the shooting dynamics. Everything feels really polished, but it still feels like Halo. And there was actually at MLG this last week, they had a Halo 4 tournament.
This was during the big tournament.
Yeah, it was like it was during the, I knew about it because MLG, I was watching StarCraft. But yeah, big tournament in Dallas. They had Halo 4 there also. And what I was shocked to see was that the players were really impressed. The game is balanced. It's fun to play. Everyone was giving it very high ranks, which who knows? Microsoft might just have money on everybody, but it's a really fun game. I would really recommend it. It's worth the Xbox Live and playing it. This could bring me into a side rant where I think that Microsoft should have Halo 4 and these games on Windows 8, but if I just ignore that for the second right now,
Yeah, I think
it's a really fun game.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I wish they'd put it on Windows 8.
Yeah.
That's essentially it.
Because I kind of cried inside when I turned down my Xbox. I'm like, oh my God, Halo. Pixels everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they should really port it to Windows 8. But
remember Halo CE? How much fun that game was?
yeah,
Like,
Yep.
why
on the PC? Yeah,
Microsoft? You are pushing Windows 8. You're putting these ads out here. Oh, look, tiles. Build Halo 4 for your fucking game marketplace that has nothing else in it. Okay.
That's true.
It would not be hard at all.
No, it wouldn't. And you would get adoption. Like, I'm sorry, but you would actually get people in your game store. But right now, they're just like, oh, I have games on here. And you look at it, oh, my Xbox achievements. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Like, really? Okay, Xbox achievement. Great idea. 7-10 years ago. Woohoo. Lottie fucking da.
Yeah.
All right, now let's start getting some decent games on this platform that you supposedly earn all of your money off of.
I get the sense from Microsoft that they're trying to push you towards the Xbox.
Oh yeah,
They
no,
are.
they are.
They're trying
They
to
would
make that
rather
long-standing.
you would go towards the Xbox
Because
than
it's
Windows.
completely locked
Well,
down.
right.
Well,
They earn every penny
it's
off
locked
of it.
down, and you have to pay for a subscription.
Right.
You pay
Xbox
$60
Live.
a year.
$60 a year.
$60 a month. That would be.
$60.
Yeah, I'm thinking of MMOs.
$60
MMOs
a
are $60 a month,
year.
I actually, this is the game that I want to
or
try
every
someday.
3 months, or whatever.
Eve.
Eve Online.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
lot
really
of,
I've heard some
curious.
there's a lot of
crazy
good
shit
things.
about that.
There's a lot of good. Maybe we should just do an after hours where we play Eve Online together.
And we all die.
Maybe we should
That'd
do
be
that
crazy
one week.
after-
I think
one
that'd be
week.
a fun after
It'd be like a
hours.
4-hour after hours
Where
and
we
you
just
would
play Eve
play
Online,
till
and then we
3
just
in the
like
morning.
edit it to like 2 hours.
Yeah, because a lot of Eve Online would just be boring. Like,
Right. Like the
Boring
first
shit.
hour would just be like tutorial.
Uh.
But I'm going to talk about my game because I've been playing this fucking amazing game that everyone who owns a PC
Minecraft.
should play. No,
Minecraft.
it's faster than light. FTL. It's
Oh, FTL.
amazing.
I've heard about this.
Amazing. Oh my god. It's a top-down space flight simulator. It's roguelike. It's fucking cool.
I remember you mocking this actually a couple weeks back. You were saying, why the fuck would I want to play this game? Because
You
it
know
looks
what?
like a Flash game.
I bought it and it's fucking awesome. I play it all the time and I die all the time and I just restart and I don't even care. So it's a top-down roguelike space simulator. When you have your ship and you have your crew, you start out with 3 people on your crew. That's the game.
Yeah.
And you are like, you travel. So there's like your starting point and then your ending point for each like sector. And you have to travel to these different waypoints within that sector. And constantly you're being followed by this wave of enemies. So you can't you can turn back, but you have to be strategic about it. You can't like turn back and then get fucked by a bunch of enemies. And you run into rebels, you run into pilots, you run into distress calls, and you run into distress calls that turn out to be traps. There's stores. You can buy drones that follow your ship around and attack enemies. You can buy drones that reinforce your shields. You can buy a teleporting station that teleports your men to another guy's ship and fucks them up from the inside out. And you can buy different guns. And you can upgrade your ship. You can get a bunch of different ships. And Steam is actually talking about like having a store like Team Fortress has for their hats, but you can get like the USS Enterprise or some shit like that as your ship. Oh my god, this game is addicting. It's a fun game to just sit down and play for 45 minutes to an hour and just set aside and then pick up again. It's a strategy game in the fullest. You can say you're just like chilling there. You're starting out, you got 3 guys, you have a pilot, you have to have a pilot. And then you also have your 2 other guys. So these 2 other guys are basically in charge of, and your pilot, you can do this too, in charge of repairing systems, maybe putting out fires, but I'll get into that in a little bit, the fire thing. But if you have them in a room that's like fully repaired, like your shields, your engine, your weapon system, things like that, if you have a drone system up, your drone system, they like spec out that system. They buff that system while they're in there. But then like say your enemy shoots a rocket which actually penetrates your shield and hits one of the systems, you have to send one of your crew members in to repair that. Now, if there's a fire somewhere within your ship in your hull, the best thing to do is pull all your guys out of there and then open up your bay doors. So open up your door system so that it just like uses the vacuum of space to suck all the fire out, which actually takes a lot longer than I expected, which is kind of upsetting because we're talking about the vacuum of space here. It's
You
like
would think it would be like
it'd be like instant
instantaneous.
almost.
Yeah.
Even if it's like 4 or 5 rooms away, it should still be like 15, 20 seconds. But
Right.
it's like minutes.
Right.
And I'm just like sitting there with all my guys in one room, like, oh fuck, and like, and it's just like it's not instantaneous, which is what I expected. But I'm assuming they do that to make the game a little bit harder.
Right.
But seriously, buy this game if you have a PC and you like strategy games. Faster Than Light FTL. It's like $15 on the Steam store, and it is worth every penny. I play it all the time.
I've got one totally unrelated thing right now.
Go ahead.
So AT&T's switches crashed at the Lone Star Clash, and they had to like restart the entire stream for the StarCraft 2 because
Whoa.
AT&T fucked up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Their switches.
Like one of their switches failed, and so basically they lost all their internet, everything crashed. And since StarCraft 2 is a online always game, like you have to be
You have to be online in order
you
to
can't
play.
have a LAN party.
It's
at
like
all.
Diablo 3.
You have to be online
Well,
all the time. So it just
You can have a LAN party if you have a hacked client.
well, yeah, which they don't have a hack client, but yeah.
Ah, bullshit. Yes,
What?
they do.
Why not?
Yes, they do.
How?
They have hacked clients.
No, I mean no for a legitimate like
For legitimate
yeah,
tournaments.
I'm talking
No,
about
okay,
for like
okay,
this
okay,
actual
okay,
tournament.
okay,
Yeah, I'm not talking about like in real life. Yeah, no, it's just kind of hilarious.
Wait, so the legitimate tournaments aren't real life? It's all fake?
What?
You said in real life as opposed to legitimate tournaments. I'm just being an asshole.
You are being a dick right now.
Well, you were a dick to me during the beer segment.
You're just mad that you lost 2 weeks in a row.
You're about to talk to yourself for a minute because I'm stepping out.
Let's take a quick break, everyone.
Okay.
Break.
We're back from our break, and we're going to talk about the next few episodes here. We're predicting a couple slow weeks in news, so we're thinking about doing maybe a mixed drink episode as opposed to our regular beer topics. And I think I know what I'm going to bring.
For mixed drink?
Yeah, I think I'm going to make something a little special for the mixed drink episode because I've had this planned for a little while. When I bring the mixed drink.
I'm going to have to think really hard about
Yeah.
this because I have not had anything
Yeah.
special planned.
I think I have something.
I'm pretty basic when it comes to mixed drinks too, so
I love a
I'm
good
gonna-
cocktail. I
I'm gonna
love
have
a
to-
real good
I'm
cocktail.
going to have to think about this hard.
I'm gonna have to try and find something, but I do love a good cocktail, but to be honest, all my cocktails are very simple because I'm too lazy.
Nothing wrong with that though. Simple is always good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I just have a feeling that my really simple thing isn't gonna be able to.
I think
Get it
a
done.
mixed drink episode is going to be a real solid episode. I think it's going to bring a new thing to the table,
Yeah.
and it's going to give us something a little interesting.
It'll be cool.
Yeah. But Ryan, you have something you want to jam on for a bit?
Yeah, so I was just thinking about this earlier. So Parks and Rec is kind of done now, and that's kind of like the last. I mean, Office is done. Parks and Rec is gonna be done, and that's kind of really the last like of these like kind of genre shows that we're gonna see. And I was like trying to think what would be the good like next best like kind of show in that style to see. And I was thinking about this the other day, like I would love to see like an Office / Parks and Rec style show, but that takes place in a public high school. Like that centers around like the teachers
You know what though?
in a public
Well,
high school.
I was gonna say before you said centers around the teachers, The In-Betweeners is an excellent show, and
Is
it
that-
centers around high school, but it's not the teachers.
It's the students.
Yeah,
I mean, the students.
but I think the teachers would be hilarious.
I think
It would be. That's actually a really
like
good idea.
think about it, like the kind of like the characters that are in the Office / the
Like-
characters that are in Parks and Rec, but like as high school teachers.
the Teachers Lounge.
The Teachers Lounge, yeah, Teachers Lounge. That's the show right there. That's the title, Teachers Lounge.
Yeah,
Hey, did you see Teachers Lounge last Thursday? Yeah,
I
it's
think that'd be
hilarious.
good. I think that'd be good.
I think that would be a really funny show because there's like I feel like we've always seen these shows like from the students' perspective, like Boy Meets World and
Right.
all this stuff, you know. But like, there's never like a show that's just like from teacher's perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is Mr. Feeney thinking about? You know, I want to know that. I want the raw, uncensored like teacher show.
I think that'd be.
You know?
I think that'd be really cool,
I think,
especially a high school.
I think it would be funny, like mockumentary type of.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And there could even be like student characters, but like the beauty of it.
But yeah, I
you
mean,
wouldn't
like it focuses on the.
It
teachers.
focuses on the teachers, but like, and student characters would like come in and out each year because, you know, students like grow up and leave and whatever. But
yeah,
I think that'd be a funny.
And then Steve
show.
Carell gets out by fucking one of the high school seniors.
Wow. Hilarious.
No, like he would be
But
like
wow.
the principal of the school, and like he just starts banging one of the like high school cheerleaders, and he gets that's how he leaves the season in season 4 when that is just getting stale.
And when he loses his contract and he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of what I meant by it's getting stale.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I just totally ruined that conversation, but yeah.
Maybe they should just make what do you call it? Sitcom about Mark Zuckerberg. And how he's married to an Asian girl.
Marky
No.
Z.
No.
Marky Z.
I'm just gonna say no. No.
Yeah, maybe they
I don't
should.
think I would watch that show. Actually, no, I would.
I
'Cause I'm
would.
deeply interested in the
I love his life.
OCD aspects of.
Yes,
Mark.
I love Mark Zuckerberg's life.
It would be pretty interesting to watch. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they should make a movie about Biz Stone. No one's done that yet.
Twitter.
Biz Stone is a very like
Is he still with
mysterious
Twitter?
man. Yeah.
I would watch
At Biz.
Biz. I would watch that.
I would. I wanna know about Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's kind of this nebulous, like, mysterious thing.
Yeah.
There's been a movie made about Facebook, the
Right.
social
Why
network.
not? Twitter's bigger than Facebook. Well, not really,
No,
but
not really.
in my opinion, it's bigger than Facebook.
It's got more going on than Facebook.
I like it more than Facebook.
It's got more happening.
Yeah, and I think Biz Stone is a little more public about himself.
Yeah. His name is crazy too.
Yeah, he has an awesome name.
Biz Stone.
Like, that can't be his real name.
Are we gonna all talk about our Instagram profiles?
I will, because I fucking hate it.
I have one now.
Well, I mean, everyone has to have them if you have an Instagram.
Do they have to be public? I don't
Yeah.
think they.
Well,
Are
you
you
know, they don't
kidding
have
me?
to be public, but like, if you don't change that setting, it is.
It's public.
Oh, hold on.
So
like,
basically, public by default.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Biz Stone's real name is Christopher.
That's stupid.
That's boring. Fuck that. Change your name to Biz.
Yeah, I would get a legal change. Biz is much better.
Yeah, totally. Like, everyone knows you as Biz, so why don't you just like it's public by default, and I'm not a huge fan of that.
Like
I'm also not a huge fan of the like profile pages.
the way they're laid out.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping of about.me.
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping of a more about.me
that kind of
style.
That kind of feel. Yeah, I get that. I guess.
This is Facebooky.
I guess.
Well, yeah. Who just bought them?
Oh, that's true.
Good point.
You make
Good
a
point.
very good point. I guess this makes it feel like less exclusive, even though
Right.
you know what I mean.
That's
Like,
what I
even
hate
though-
It's
about
not
it.
even
just
though,
on iOS anymore, guys.
but you know what I mean though. Like
That's what I hate about it.
it's like.
But there was
Instagram-
exclusivity when it came to just mobile.
like it was exclusively a mobile app. Like, and the only way you could get through Instagram and look at stuff through Instagram is through the mobile app.
Yeah.
Like in the timeline, you know. But now you could just go to anybody's profile page and look at all their pictures.
Mhm.
So it's like it defeats the purpose of like the immediacy of Instagram. That's just like people posting.
I'm setting mine as a private page right now.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Instagram was always this thing like you post something, people see it, and then you move on. And like now Instagram, it feels like a searchable thing. Like you can just go through whatever you want and
You know
hunt for
what?
stuff,
I don't even know if you can set it as a private page.
You're kidding me.
That would be very Facebook.
That
That would be a very Facebook feature.
I am on their like edit account page right now,
That's unfortunate.
and I'm not seeing anything about.
Let me
like,
check mine out.
Maybe no, that's about.me.
Edit profile. That's all I have.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I have one option to edit my profile
Yeah,
and change my password, manage my applications, but you can't turn off.
This is bullshit.
You can't turn off your public profile.
This is bullshit.
That is kind of bullshit. Like I'm actually very surprised you can't turn it off.
This is bullshit.
So, world, just so you know, by default, when you sign up for Instagram, you're going to get a public profile page, and anyone on
Regardless.
the internet can just go and look at your pictures that you post.
So don't post any boobstagrams on there.
Yeah,
I do want to see some boobstagrams.
porn Instagrams.
Porn Instagram.
So keep posting those.
Oh, and you want to know what I bought on Amazon?
Oh my.
Yeah, what'd you buy on Amazon?
Although, wait, real quick. You have to actually know somebody's username to get to that page.
Well, but let
Do you guys-
me try something.
Do we remember the entire Flickr debacle there where the nude?
I'm gonna explain that to you in just a second here.
Okay, well, I'll let you.
All right, I
finish.
found you in a minute. I just found your Instagram profile just by a quick Google search.
Me?
Yeah.
But that's just me. I live pretty publicly.
But I still found it.
Wait. I'm going to do a clean Google search on Firefox. See if I find my Instagram.
Okay.
Did you search for just my name?
Yeah, in
Okay.
Instagram.
And Instagram.
But here's the thing, Lucas. What the hell were you just saying?
I don't even remember, to be honest. I was saying about. Do you remember on Flickr how they were finding all the nude photos?
But see, the problem with that was this is why I'm going to counteract that argument. Is Flickr used an algorithm to make their posts, their private posts,
okay,
and a private post on on Flickr is essentially just you have to have the URL, and Flickr had an algorithm to make their private posts.
Yeah.
So all people had to do was follow that algorithm and just go to everybody's private folders until they found nudie pics and then just posted them online.
Yeah.
It was really easy.
Wait, so you could follow this algorithm to get to the links that are people's private
Yeah,
folders?
like I mean, you have to go through like thousands of people's private like Instagram files, but then you
Right.
find the nudie pics, the
Yeah.
booby pics, and it was really easy.
Wait, so
They use an algorithm
Yeah.
to create their private links.
oh,
And any private link on Instagram, the way you access it is through the URL. So
yeah.
they like generate like based on the algorithm, they generate all these URLs
right.
and they just keep going to them until they found pics of boobies and they would
Boobies,
just
boobies,
post them.
boobies.
They just post them online.
Boobies.
Mm-hmm.
They make the world go around.
So Flickr, Yahoo, fix your shit. Fix your shit.
I want to figure out this algorithm now.
Someone figured it.
Oh. Yeah, I should just go see what they did.
I you know what? I tried to figure out what they did. Just to
It's probably extremely complicated.
Oh
to be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to like literally figure out like how they created this algorithm because it's not going to be something simple.
Right.
Did you find yourself on a private?
No. On my search?
Yeah.
No. Actually, what you saw was my public blog, not my Instagram.
But I got to your Instagram through your public blog.
Oh, did it link back?
Yeah.
Oh, well then there you go. But that's my own damn fault. That-
So I'm doing a quick private search, Nick Smock Instagram. And
Finding it.
Hold on 1 second. Through a mutual friend of ours, I'm not gonna name who, I did find it.
Oh well, hey. Oh hey.
I just found a lot of people that I know on Instagram through this mutual friend.
What is this page? This is InstaWeb.
Instaweb.me. So if you are a mutual friend and you know about the site and you use it, I just found myself plus a lot of our friends through this site.
So do I just go to InstaWeb.me?
No, I just searched my name Instagram and it was the first link.
Oh, InstaWeb was the first link.
Yeah. Through our friend.
Through our friend.
Yes.
Who shall remain nameless.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
And I found a lot of our friends that way.
Oh.
This is taking insanely long to load, but I did find myself
Yeah, it is
and
taking
quite a few
really,
of our
really,
friends.
really long to load. I just typed in instaweb.me, and yeah.
Oh, found myself. And all my Instagram photos. And I have not signed up for InstaWeb. And it has all of my photos and my account information.
Well,
Creepy.
there you go.
I'm gonna yell.
There you go.
Fuck you, Instagram.
Instagram, I mean, basically, they've turned into Facebook because they are part of Facebook.
Fuck
now.
you, Instagram.
Everything
I
is
am,
public by
oh
default.
my god.
Public by default.
I am so pissed off right now. It has all my followers and all the people that follow me. And it has my website. It has all my photos that I post on Instagram. It has my Instagram bio. It has everything. This is fucking bullshit. I'm done with Instagram. I'm done. I'm literally right now, I'm signing off of Instagram. I'm deleting my account.
You're not.
I am.
You are not.
No, I am. Because this is bullshit. Because I gave no permission for this. This is absolute bullshit.
Yeah, but like, what kind of like terrible things do you have on Instagram?
I
that
don't.
anyone
I don't
would
have
care
terrible things
about?
on Instagram, but it's still bullshit. It's principle.
It is principle. Like,
You need to look at Twitter right now.
All right, I'm really not deleting my account.
I see what's happening.
because
on Twitter
you know
right
why? You know why I'm not deleting my account? Because ladies love my Instagram.
now. Ladies love the Instagram.
They love my Instagram.
Can we just talk about how we're not going to talk about menstrual cycles on
Oh, Aaron Marge, you
The-
tweeted at us.
on here? Ladies, we are not going to talk about your menstrual cycles because we know nothing about them, and we don't want to know anything about them because we are men.
Agreed.
No, we're dirty people. Just don't take this out on us. You're gorgeous, Aaron Marge, and you are never on your period. You're a great person. That didn't come out well.
You know what, Aaron Marge? We all love you, and you're a beautiful woman. And I hope you still listen.
Even when you're on your period.
Because right now, because you emailed us in the first week, we love you for that. And
Did she
you're beautiful.
email us?
Yes, she did. Aaron.
Is
Aaron
that
O.
who that was?
Aaron O.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, we need to stay away from that topic in future podcasts.
No.
Yeah.
This is after hours. I can say whatever I want. If I want to punch a person in their menstrual cycle, I can.
I don't think that's possible.
It's not, but I don't give a shit. Because it's the after hours.
Are you going to punch a bloody river?
No, menstrual. Okay, we've went over this before. Aaron made this very clear. Menstrual cycles happen all the time.
Like they're perpetual.
You're in them, or you're
I
always
don't
in
want
your
to get
menstrual
into this.
cycle.
I was just trying to be completely
it's too
terrible
bad.
person.
You're already
God
in it.
damn it.
You're always in your menstrual cycle.
Oh,
You may be in
no.
your period. You're still in your menstrual cycle. Like, regardless.
I cannot wait to go home and play Halo 4 right
Man. I'm defending Aaron here. I love
No,
you,
makes
Aaron.
sense.
You're beautiful.
now. This actually
makes
reminds me of I saw this thing on Reddit where
Where someone shoved a cactus up their ass because you showed me that shit and it was stupid.
Yeah, you did see that. But no, the thing I was talking about was the best lesbians love their women every day of the month, and it just showed a girl in her zombie costume, and there was just blood all over her face. It was really disturbing.
Yikes.
But
You know what? That's disgusting.
It really did disgust me. I showed it to Krista, and she was just like, "Oh my god." And yeah,
Ew.
I'm sorry.
Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Let's talk about something cool.
Yeah.
Paula Abdul's cool.
No,
yeah,
she's
Paula
not.
Abdul.
Shut up. Straight Up by Paula Abdul is the best song of the 1980s.
Shut up, slave.
Whoa. 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 That was racist.
No, it was not racist. It was,
That was definitely
It was
racist.
out of Dvorak's podcast. They use that all the time.
You know what that was out of? Roots. And that's racist.
What?
Your name is Toby.
Oh God, I have a feeling I'm being involved in something I know nothing about.
You have never seen Roots?
No,
I had the guy from Reading Rainbow in it.
no.
Oh man, it was a movie about slavery.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
And he said "Shut up, slave" in it. That was probably what John C. Dvorak's podcast was like ripped from.
Is Dvorak and the guy who doesn't believe that the Apollo landing happened?
Adam
Curry.
Adam Curry.
Yeah.
The Podfather.
Agenda
The,
show?
the
Yeah, the
Podfather.
No Agenda.
The Podfather.
I'll be honest, I love that show.
Mhm. It's a
No
good
Agenda
show.
is a great podcast.
Like I said, like we said in the first episode, like that is what I love.
I almost donated to them this week, and I might yet. I'm very tempted
Donate
to.
in the name of TechBuzzed.
Yeah.
I need to start listening to them.
I listen to
again.
them all the time. They're so funny. Man.
They're it's a fun podcast. I really like. I love those guys.
They're crazy as hell.
yeah, they're awesome.
They're nuts. How am I not following Will Wheaton on Twitter? What is wrong with me?
Will Wheaton.
Yeah. Will Wheaton is the
Yeah, I
best
know.
internet celebrity.
Does he sell wheat thins?
No, because that's just a
Wheat-
bad joke.
Wheat thins.
That's a bad joke. Oh God, man, I'm sick because of that joke.
I'm not a very funny person.
No,
It's okay.
after that joke, hell no.
I've never been funny. I know.
But that joke was bad.
It was. I blame my physics professor because he always makes jokes about this kind of crap. They're really terrible. But yeah. Anyway, on a side note, ignoring all the things we've talked about for the last 15 minutes,
What did we talk about for the last 15 minutes?
we don't want to talk about it.
all right.
Random stuff.
Yeah. What are we planning for next week?
We're playing at mixed drinks and getting fucked up.
Okay.
Next week?
I'm scared, but okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is next week? What is next week? When's Thanksgiving? Is that 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk about next week actually. Since we're bringing mixed drinks, do you have an idea what you're bringing? Let's give it a little bit of a hint, maybe a spoiler.
The Four Horsemen.
I have zero
That's
idea. With
that's
what
not a
I'm-
mixed drink. That's 4 shots.
I have zero idea with what I'm bringing at all. You guys might have a better idea of what you.
What
wanna
about you,
bring.
Lucas? You had an idea. Let's hear it. Let's give a spoiler. Just a
Four
little hint.
Horsemen.
No, you can't do that because that's 4 shots, and
Um,
none of us are gonna take it.
To be honest,
You're
what
just
was,
gonna lose, and none of us are gonna drink it.
What was my idea?
You said you had a really simple idea that no one was gonna vote for. Like always.
Well, yeah, because I would just bring a gin and tonic, but yeah.
Well, I mean that's what I assumed you were gonna
yeah,
bring.
no, it's because I've
Spice
I've
it
got-
up. Find a good gin and tonic recipe. Make it interesting. I'm serious. No, don't laugh because I'm serious. Like you've got a week.
Yeah,
Find yourself an interesting gin and tonic recipe. Maybe something that introduces like plum or apple or just something interesting like that. Because I
Okay.
have an interesting recipe I'm bringing. And it involves a couple different liquors.
Okay.
And I think you guys are going to like it.
All right.
It's, I don't want to release a lot about it, but
All right.
I think you guys are going to like it.
Okay. I still have zero idea what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I really don't. Nick, have you played with the
Yes,
cocktail
I played
flow?
with it on my phone.
What about the one in Windows 8?
Cocktail Flow. I mean, it's the same app.
It is, but it's really awesome and looks gorgeous in Windows 8. But yeah, that's where I'm probably gonna get mine from.
Do it because bring something interesting.
Gin tonic.
Gin tonic.
Oh my.
Ooh, gin, grenadine, lemon juice, soda water, ice cubes, and crushed ice.
I'm gonna bring something interesting.
Brontosaurus.
That sounds bad.
It has no liquor in it.
Then why the fuck are we bringing it?
I don't know. I wouldn't bring it. I just saw it and it looked awesome. It's got grenadine, lime juice, grapefruit juice, soda water, and ice cubes. St. Clements. Yeah, this podcast has really gone to a new low right now.
I think like we should probably end this.
Yeah, we really
we
should.
probably wrap it up.
I should go
After
visit.
Hours is over. And we're gonna close out with some music. We'll see you guys next week when we bring mixed drinks and get fucked up.
Yay!
Good night.